Let's check in with Rob Byrne now. Let's see how things are looking out there on this Wednesday morning. I know there's been some forecasts for some rains, but I didn't see anything on my way to work. Perhaps it's a bit late. I'm not sure about the rest of the country. Rob, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Leanne. Good morning, South Africa. Happy Wednesday. I'm hearing about rain in Durban today and a bit of heat in Cape Town, as we'll be here in a minute with your full forecast. So for the very latest, stick around for that. Let's take you to the roads. Just remind you where we are with load shedding. We're at stage 3 this morning, and these are some of the areas we're flicking up on the screen that are offline, and these are just some of the busy areas that we picked out. Bryanston is out until 8. So as you come out of Bryanston, you then come into some more load shedding in Sandton, so that'll be busy. 2 blocks, the Greater West Rand area, plus Florida and Maresburg are offline, so that'll be busy. Mamelodi, always very packed on Solomon Mshlangu with load shedding at peak time, coming out of that side of Pretoria. And Bellville and Epping in Cape Town, your outages this morning. So if you use routes like Yiptiaga, Mike Pineer down to Voortrekker in Bellville, or you come up the N7 passing Langa on your way towards Epping, those areas and those routes always get very busy with peak hour load shedding. Now, staying in Cape Town, there's some sand on Baden-Powell. If you're in Cape Town, you know how windy it's been over the last 24, 48 hours, and that wind has blown the sand up off the coastal plains there and onto Baden-Powell Drive. The road is closed this morning. We're just hearing this being closed between Muizenberg and Strandfontein. So if you use Baden-Powell, you'll find yourself being diverted off and up through Strandfontein, down through Lotus River, and back through sort of Grassy Park and Retreats area. So it will be the long way round for South Peninsula traffic this morning. Just staying in Cape Town, here's a heads up. We've seen this over the last couple of days, off-peak period. So from sort of 8 until about 5 or maybe a bit later in the day, roadworks drop you down to a single lane on the N1 outbound. It's basically been the Stellenbosch and Paarl exit. So just a heads up, if you're driving out of Cape Town today and on your way towards Paarl, you might join a single lane section, and it does get very slow going. And we'd like to keep you up to date with what's happening on Metro Rail and the trains around the country. Here's the latest we've got in from Prosser, and a look at KZN. There's some clearing works on that line, that important line between Pinetown and Durban. So hopefully it won't be too long. They'll get all that sort of forestry overgrowth sort of cleared up and get those trains running again. It's not going to happen overnight, but at least work is underway. And that'll be a great sort of reroute or option, at least, to avoid all the roadworks around Spaghetti Junction. The N3 and N2 highways are very heavy. So imagine just hopping on one of those brand new people's trains straight through Pinetown to Durban. You should be excited about that happening soon, hopefully.